Writing a narrative essay. What to pay attention to, choice of topics. Writing a narrative message could be fun. If you hesitate, read the article and make sure that it can. The entirely understandable writing instructions for a narrative with a list of topics will make the writing process easy, fast, and qualitative. Save your time and learn it now. Your brilliant essay and high grades are waiting for you. A narrative essay. Definition, specific features, and purpose. A narrative essay is an emotional story about personal experience or life events and their interactions at some period. Being an ordinary task at schools, it rightly deserves to be one of the most inspirational paperwork because everyone enjoys stories. A compelling essay with a good structure always gets high grades. A narrative essay is often confused with a descriptive one. However, these two genres of academic writing have the core difference. A descriptive essay focuses on one object, a person, an image, or a place. Unlike a narrative essay, it does not contain a sequence of events. Also, it does not have any plot at all or a foggy resemblance of it. The purpose of a narrative essay is not limited to providing the news. It aims to send an emotional message to listeners, evoking their emotions. Since this essay type allows total freedom in expressing feelings, a writer can analyze the situation or personal behavior. Many psychologists claim that writing about your personal experience is a perfect way to self-actualization. A narrative is not about research or discussion. It is rather about sharing, expressing a reflection, and attitude. It teaches students to explain their past events using creativity. The text should be informational, intriguing, and pleasant for listening or reading.
Structure of a narrative essay. Although a narrative essay is a less academic piece of writing among all genres, a precise outline must precede. Structuring a narrative is obligatory, convenient to uphold the classic 3 chapters. 1. Introduction part. It should include the background context, attention grabber, a thesis statement, and an explanation of the topic value. 2. Body chapters. A writer should introduce the main heroes of the story. Explain what happened, when, and why. Include your thoughts and emotions, which this case calls in you. The body paragraphs should be logically connected, starting from rising action, continuing to climax, and ending with falling action. 3. Conclusion. It should refer to the thesis statement, tell the lessons you have learned or how this case has influenced you. Depending on the length requirements, a narrative may have from 3 to 5 chapters. Write a story in the first person or third person if other heroes are in. It would be nice to spice up the telling with some collision or even a conflict. Be as expressive as possible while describing people and sensations. The details of appearance, smells, tastes make sense. Yet exclude loose definitions, making your text easy to read. Writing recommendations. To write a remarkable narrative essay, choose the event from your life that impressed you, called intense emotions, which has become influential or tilt point. A well-written essay gets readers involved in the plot. Recreation is more exciting for people than a usual account of events. The chain of events should flow sequentially, relating the time and circumstances to each situation specifically. Use this technique to animate the story. Implement a detailed picture of the event. People, gazes, their feelings, smells, and sensations are perfect tools for that. Add intrigue to your narrative. A spinning out effusive storyline engages readers. If you represent a conflict, draw a parallel with the past times and nowadays. This impressive tension will not leave anyone indifferent. To pique the interest, you can leave some detained in secret, letting them guess the continuation. Reaching a balance between telling and hushing up is a reason of a narrative. If you can master this tactic, the impression of your storytelling will be unforgettable. Remember to use the events from your life without falsification and fiction. It matters what you think and feel. Don't simply tell a story. Make a performance. Topics for a narrative essay. Life is bright, unique, and gregarious. It becomes a breeding ground for multiple stories from your life. If you have no idea, use this clue list for better inspiration. Experience. The most frightening event you have ever had. The best life lesson. The story of your success. Home sweet home. Which of your childhood dreams has come true? Your favorite game. The book that has changed your life vision. The teenager movements you participated in and how they affected your future. Your first love. The best friend for life. Morality. The hardest life decision. An example of a rebel from your life. Which morality issues worry you? The biggest lie. Do you save the world from poverty? Spying, interception, and other eavesdropping actions. The most hurting regret of your life. Have you ever been a volunteer? Helping to helpless. Have you ever picked up beachside trash or scavenged a street free of charge? Imagine if you are a millionaire, how would you manage your expenses? Had a time travel device, where would you go? Had different citizenship, which country of and why? Are celebrity, whom would you be? Live a tribal life, how do you imagine it? Are the president, what would you do for your country? Are 90yo, how would you manage your life? Are a movie director, what about it would it be? Could travel to the world of dead people, whom do you want to meet? Have a multi-children family, how would you build a relationship? This sub-theme is one of the most frequently used among school students because it allows writing just about anything. There are no limits to imagination. Although it expects you to create a topic instead of telling about your experience, it discloses your features greatly. Example of a narrative essay. Here is an example of a narrative essay on the topic giving a birth, which contains a life experience. When I got pregnant, I could not think that giving life is such a courageous step. I hoped to do it naturally without any external interference. During my pregnancy period, I explored various social networks where new mothers shared their experiences. It inspirited me and fulfilled me with more motivation to give birth without medical help and assistance. I was pretty sure that controlling my body when my child appears is enough. However, once I got into the hospital, I felt how a wave of fear paralyzing my body. Each cell of mine was afraid that I could not maintain control under the process, which could appear harmful for my baby. My frightened condition made the doctors start the birth-giving process. They calmed me down as I was shivering. I felt the raised blood pressure even without measuring it. I was not sure if I could control the blood loss and was trying to focus on that. Despite all my efforts, it didn't depend on me, being something I could not prepare in advance. The process of giving birth lasted 10 hours. The medical workers were near all the time, trying to stabilize my emotional state. When I feel that my baby is coming out, the fear was retreating. The feeling of time in the hospital room felt differently. Without clocks, I would never believe that I spent such a long time there. The sense of fear played its role here as well. Giving birth is more stressful than anyone can think. With the increasing anxiety, I felt sick. I tried to focus my mind on the pictures of my baby coming out of me. But the cries in my mind prevented me from that. It felt like I drank a whirlwind cocktail, experiencing stress, anxiety, combined with a feeling of challenge. But the motivation to become a mother saved me. Within 10 hours, midwives put my baby on my breasts. The fear defeated, replaced with the deep feeling of pride. When I heard the heartbeat of my baby, I felt high-powered and happy that I have found the strength to overcome this personal challenge. Congratulations from the medical staff for returning me to life. This experience was breathtaking and have taught me to humble my dears. This example is visual presentations of a challenge, emotions that accompanied it, and the life lesson. These are the main aspects of a narrative essay.
Summing up, choosing the best topic for a narrative essay is half of the job. It makes writing a funny and exciting way to perform personal experience. Narratives rarely become short stories due to extensive description and emotional connection. Most of them are successful when they transmit the natural flow of feelings, creating a truthful and relevant narrative. Also, they should leave a reader the head-scratcher containing the conclusion you have made and ready to share with society. Consider your topic, describe the events chronologically, fulfill it with meaningful details providing supporting evidence. And your narrative is ready. When writing a narrative, it is necessary to craft an outline for fulfilling the paper, illuminating the brightest remembrances and thoughts, casting aside the minor ones. Recall the most exciting reminiscences from your past and start writing your impressive narrative essay today. Do not forget to dedicate time to editing and proofreading. Even the most talented writers need to check themselves. At the end of the writing process, check out if the points are clear, do not have gasps of events. Make sure that conclusion you have made relates to the entire story. Writing services. Sometimes turning imagination and crafting brilliant writing according to recommendations appears to be a complicated thing. There is no need to crack your head. Our team of professional writers with weighty experience in academic writing is ready to help. We specialize in providing professional assistance for students of all levels. Any discipline and any subject are within our scope of abilities. We are always at your service, either for school students who need a home task essay or write graduate paperwork. Our satisfied customers have already estimated the quality and correctness of the ordered papers. They match the highest academic writing standards. As a result, our customers always receive original assignments timely without plagiarism and errors. Thanks to our services, deadlines are not a problem anymore. Order your essay in our company, enjoy your time, and be sure to receive an excellent grade from your professor. Affordable prices are the notable benefit of the advantages mentioned above. Our customer support provides close contact with the client, helping you at any writing stage, and will answer all your questions. You won't be left alone to struggle with your task. Do not hesitate to apply.